Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we return with round 10 of season 6 of our F122 My Team career mode. Yes, this weekend we're back for our second sprint race of the season. This one is going to be a long one, 96 laps around the Austrian GP circuit here today. The Styrian Mountains, I'm sure, are going to be alive with the sound of Formula 1 cars. But of course, if you missed out on the video that went live a couple of days ago from Silverstone, would highly recommend going back and checking it out. Charles Leclerc, the gap is coming down at the top of the table there. 5 points between myself and Charlie Boy as we head into Austria this weekend. We are yet to lead the World Championship at any point so far. It's the closest we've been since the start of the campaign. Can we try and take that lead here this weekend? Only time will tell. Make sure you get yourself subscribed if you're new around here as well. And let's do this thing. Exclamation mark Discord. Join my Discord server. Literally today, I have released a wheels buyer's guide. You've got wheel budgets from £100 up to £2,000 for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. So check it out. It would be greatly appreciated. Bottle Job 212, thank you as well for the follow, mate. I appreciate it. My Discord server has officially come out of beta, but you wouldn't think that because I haven't removed the WI piece. I've done that 2 weeks in a row. I don't even know what I hit. Oh, dearie me. What? Did we make contact with Leclerc? We're out in Q2 again. I literally said, I don't want to be out in Q2 here. I didn't even think we were under pressure or anything. Oh, dearie me. Am I going to be starting at the back? Why can't I qualify anymore on this game? Luckily we've got a sprint race to try and recover a bit, but that has been an unmitigated disaster.
Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, with Esteban Ocon alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Mick Schumacher, Sergio Perez and Gasly, Joe, Bottas, Stroll and Robert Schwartzman, Albon, Deruvala, Teo Pourchaire and Yuri Vips, Drugovic, Mr. Monaco, Richard Verschoor and Nicholas Latifi, Tictum, Oscar Piastri, Fittipaldi and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out.
Right. Well, another nightmare in qualifying, but we've got a chance to recover some places in the sprint race today. P16 on the grid. We've got a 5-place grid penalty ready for the GP. Maybe some more, because I don't know whether I'm going to get some engine penalties as well. But Austria, I am well and truly cursed around this venue. Will that curse continue tonight? There's only one way to find out. Ready on the grid. Pretty much perfect on the lineup.
Nice one. That's going to give you the edge.
Right. Let's do this thing. 24 laps to kick off the evening. Basically, almost a 50% race. 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go. Pretty conservative start there as well. Lots of Constantine run up the road. Drugovic to the outside of Pourchaire and Yuri Vips in towards turn 1. We're just going to try and keep it clean and tidy. And you know what? We haven't lost a place. By turn 1, we have not lost a place. Things you absolutely love to see there. Looks like the McLaren has got the jump on Charlie Boy as well as we head up the hill. Oh! No. Richard Verschoor. He went left, he went right. It was Teo Pourchaire, sorry. We've got to try and get a run on Yuri Vips. It's only yellow. It shouldn't be too bad. But I forgot just how much the AI wiggle around here at Austria in that braking zone. So So that's going to be one we've got to be careful of all weekend. But yeah, like I said, yellow front wing damage shouldn't compromise us too much. And it is only the sprint race, so if it all goes Pete Tong, we've still got the main event as well, of course. Bit of a nightmare. We were trying to go for the dive bomb, and yeah, Teo Porcher went left, went right, and then tried to come back left again, which was rather frustrating. Like I said, I forgot the AI tend to do that on that one, but balance still feels fine. So we will just try and see what happens. Right, can I get a run then? Oh yes I can. Felipe Drogovic caught napping at turn 1. Looks like already there's a big gap opening up from P6 down. I mean, look at that, 2-3 wide. As we head back up the hill at the inside of JN Laruvula, Seasby there, panics, bit of a lock-up. Perez and Zhou Guanyu going forward at the road. Bottas and Lance Stroll as well, of course, on his return last weekend to Formula 1. Didn't even realise he'd come back in down the inside of Alex Albon, though, and that's going to be another 3 overtakes made. We've got to utilise these soft tyres to the best of their ability early on, and yeah, we can see now they're still duking out in front. So if we can get ahead of this whole cluster of cars, we then got a bit of free track space. Appreciated. Oh, here we go. Stroll again in battle, this time around with Zhou Guanyu. And you know what? We're going to say thank you very much off the exit. That's 1. That's going to be 2 places. Can we make it 4 as we go between turn 1 and turn 3 there? We're going to have a look to the inside of Zhou Guanyu. Oh, accidentally down the inside of Stroll as well. It was an aggressive 4-car overtake, but it is a 4-car overtake. And I am absolutely taking it then. 33 mpg on motorway driving. I'm pretty certain when I put fuel in my car, it literally, like, you put it all in, it goes thank you very much, and then just goes ROM, and has it all in one go. It just all disappears. I really do like it. Oh, don't say Charles taking the lead and absolutely running away there. 3 wide behind him, though. What's going on? Yep, Charles is absolutely taking the lead in this race. I should be supporting my teammate, but not at the moment. Oh, here we go. Bottas on Mick Schumacher. Oh, come on, get round him. There we go. I don't know how I pulled off that move on Bottas, but I absolutely have there. And over to P6 we go then of this race. Can we get to the inside of young Mick? Yes, we can. And we're into P5. Still, I mean, we could get P2 here, which would be quite an impressive feat, to be honest. Oh, Luke, don't start with those, mate. Ah! Whoa! Bottas? I'm sorry, bro. Where's this Bottas been? Both Ferraris duking out in front. Esteban Ocon waiting in the wings. Who's going to come out on top? Yeah, Gasly's had so many mechanical failures this year. And looks like he's lost the place to Lando Norris. He might be about to lose another. Esteban Ocon trying to look down the inside there. But the 2 Frenchmen, of course, former teammates at Alpine in real life, haven't worked together yet on F122. Doesn't look like they will now either. So, like I said, I'd originally planned this out to finish this series before, like, the end of June, expecting, like, a first week of July release for F123. And then EA go and dunk on us it's coming out mid-June. I'm like, I'm a bit screwed. Oh, Norris with issues. That might make things a bit easier for us then. It's Gasly and Ocon are going to get right up to the back of him. I mean, immediately, surely Norris is going to let Pierre by. So we head back down towards turn 1 then. Gasly, yep, will slot. Oh, not quite fully in front. Going to compromise his line. Wait, come on. Yeah, surely Gasly now going to try and break free. Ocon's got to try and make a move past him. No, here goes Norris back on the inside of his teammate, despite the fact he's got mechanical issues. Ocon again is just forced to sit back and watch. But yeah, we're just sat behind enjoying the show at the moment. Norris, look at that, pushing his teammate right to the inside. Why are they doing this? Down at Ferrari as Gasly will hang on. I run into the back of Ocon ever so slightly. Touring car style move on Esteban Ocon, but as we wind our way through this middle sector, yep, nothing happening as of yet for us. And now Gasly, Pierre Gasly, is going to try and break free as we get a really nice run actually off of that corner. Here goes Ocon to the inside of Lando. I just can't go anywhere, as Norris is not going to give up on it. Slow in fast out of the final corner. No, Ocon just guess about 6 times where he's going to go. Now we're under pressure from Mick Schumacher. This is just your typical Austrian Grand Prix, isn't it, on F122? Mick trying to look around the outside. Nowhere for him to go there. We need to get a run off of turn 1, though. Big wheel spin on the exit, but we should get the run. Surely we can get a run on the pair of them here. Norris goes defensive. Ocon to the outside. We're going to have to swoop to the inside. It wasn't beautiful. It was not pretty. Mark loved it though, so we're going to absolutely take it then, as Norris and I've still got the DRS on the exit the corner. Gasly immediately has got a 3-second lead over the lot of us, but there we go. That's a done deal now. Locked in to the podium. Yeah, I don't think we're catching up Gasly either. I think the advantage that the soft tyres had is starting to crumble now, so it's probably going to be a case of keeping Ocon at bay between now and the end and trying to defend this podium.
10.9 seconds.
Right, anyway, final lap then here from Austria Sprint. Ocon again trying to dive me at the final corner and really just screwing himself over, but that might leave me under a lot less pressure on this final lap. Been a pretty decent sprint race, to be honest, especially when we consider, of course, the fact we picked up damage at the start, but we'll take it. Pierre Gasly has done very, very well there. Of course, just able to pull away from me as the tyres have fallen off, and of course the front wing damage definitely has compromised our pace a little bit, but maybe we could have got Gasly, but I'm not really convinced we would have been able to much more. I think Leclerc, once he was able to check out early on, was always going to walk away with this one, but yeah, still got to try and keep Ocon at bay on this final lap as we just wind our way around. I mean, a lot of aggressive moves in the sprint, but you got to make them happen. And like I said, of course, with some penalties ready for the proper race as well. Still not even sure we're going to be starting. Leclerc, fastest lap as he crosses the start-finish line then to win the Austrian GP sprint race, and the first race victory he's seen in a couple of races. Gasly's going to take it away from him. Of course, no fastest lap bonus points, so it's all irrelevant, but we'll come through for P3.
Thank you for all your hard work out there. That was a strong drive and a great finish. Well done.
So let's review the drivers' standings. Charles Leclerc currently leading the championship.
Right, so Leclerc now then, 7-point lead in the championship. So we could still take the lead of the championship come the end of this weekend. All we need is a win, as Perez now 26 back, so he's now within 1 win. Lando Norris is 2 perfect race weekends away. But any other movers? Don't think so. Pretty much all still the same.
This is it then, race day in Spielberg for this year's Austrian Grand Prix. Not long to go before our drivers hurtle off the line and into the first turn, the Niki Lauda curve. It was renamed in 2019 in memory of one of Formula One's most beloved figures. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of Turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And it's Pierre Gasly in P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Ocon, Bottas, Guan Yu Zhou and Mick Schumacher. Albon, Schwartzman, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Yuri Vips and Sergio Perez. Norris, Daruvala, Nicholas Latifi and Richard Verschoor. Drugovich, Tictum, Teo Porcher, Enzo Fittipaldi. Magnussen, Oscar Piastri, Stroll and Mr. Monaco. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. It's race day yet again, and joining me for a chat is Anthony Davidson. And our racers are certainly in for a rough day today. What will you be watching out for as they head into turn 1?
Well, the start of the race is always one of the most nerve-wracking parts. You have to hope that everyone is able to get off to a clean start, and this is possibly the trickiest part of the entire race. So many drivers in such a small space, and finding your braking point into turn 1 as well. It's a testament to the driver's skill that there aren't more incidents.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Right, here we are then. The Oh, great. What is that strategy from the team? You love to see it. We're going to try. I mean, let's go like that. Let's go like that. I reckon soft medium should be doable here, surely. That's going to be what we're going to try and go with then. 78 minutes worth of Austrian racing action. Things you love to see. But it's going to be a long old race. We took some grid penalties. Apparently we're no longer on the... right above me for people on YouTube, or on Twitch actually for that matter. I'm no longer on the standings, which is not great. Right, get some heat in those rears. We may as well make everyone else cool down their tyres as we line up on the grid. But last to question mark here in Austria. We've got a lot of laps to do it. So, oh no! One of the Alfa Romeos has gone again! Porche's had enough, chat. He's gone. Right, well now we've got Porcher back in the frame. Let's try and do this thing. 5 red lights for the Austrian Grand Prix. Lights out and away we go. Again, fairly clean, tidy start. I'm just going to try and sit at the back this time round. Don't want to pick up front wing damage on that one like I did in the sprint, but I will absolutely try and pick up some places. So try and switch off of that first corner then straight away, side by side with Sir Lance. You can see, look at the gap Charles Leclerc's got already at the front of the field. He's got 1 second lead before turn 3. Absolutely mental there. There's a lot of concentrating up. I got very, very scared going alongside Porcher again. Oh. Here we go though. Ready. Austrian Grand Prix time. Waiting on those 5 red lights. And it is lights out and away we go here in the Styrian Mountains. Going to try and keep it nice, clean and tidy at the start of this one. Don't want to pick up any front wing damage like we did in the sprint race yesterday. As you can already see, Stroll there very, very slow out of turn 1. But yeah, I mean, look at that already. Top 2, Gasly and our teammate Charles Leclerc. They're trying to make a bit of a breakaway at the front of the field. We're going to have a look down the... Whoa! Inside of us. I mean, look at this. It's just a car park at the top of the hill there. Magnussen.
Okay,
I mean...
position of lap 1. That's not great, but it's not terrible.
I couldn't lose places there, Mark, so I appreciate that. But yeah, we've got to try and get around those Aston Martins as quickly as possible. I think that's why everyone is trying to be so aggressive there. There's a little bit of contact with Kevin. No harm, no foul, though, as Oscar Piastri now shuffled to the back of the field. But yeah, like I said, it's going to be a long old race today. I don't want to pick up any front wing damage like we did in the sprint. So we just need to play it sensible there. As you can just see, that Aston Martin has got nothing off the corners, nothing down the straights. I mean, he must... I mean, yeah, so depressing for Magnussen and Fittipaldi. Not going to stop Kevin Magnussen, though, still trying to go for moves wherever he gets an opportunity. But anyway, we've survived that one. We've got Stroll and Fittipaldi just up in front. Oh, contact. And you know what? We'll try and get the Aston Martin off the exit then. It's going to be another one. And we might be able to weave our way down the middle, 3 wide momentarily as we head up the hill. Stroll with a bit of a squeeze. Try and force him a bit more defensive in towards the hairpin as Drogovic and Porcher now making contact. I mean, Austria on this game just provides action left, right and centre as we're going to get a nice double slipstream as we head down the hill to the inside of the pair of them. Drogovic just moving over slightly, but you know what? We will try and get them both. There we go. 2 of our former teammates navigated in one corner, and we are up into P60. I mean, yeah, maybe Twitch is having a moment or something. Up to the inside of Dan Ticktum. I was so worried then about what Latifi was going to do. But we're up another place. Alright, DRS now enabled though, and immediately we're going to go on the offensive there. All over the back of Nicholas Latifi, but I tell you what, I don't want to spend too much time looking at his gearbox this afternoon. That's audacious, but you know what? We'll pull it off on Richard for sure. Get mugged, mate. Up at a P13 now. Alright, come on then, Gian Daruvula. What you got, mate, as we try and head out turn 1, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the left even. But surely it's going to be another completed move as we head up the hill. Just got so much straight line performance in this car. Resort Daruvula almost into the back of Lando Norris. Clearly the effect of racing myself rubbing off against people there as Daruvula almost loses his front wing. But we're around him and we're up into 12th then. So again, making light progress early on. But again, we've got a lot more points available. blooper video at the end of F122. I definitely want to make a compilation of all my engine failures on this game. Right, anyway, come on then. Oh, traction OP. Grip hacks.exe have been enabled there with that run off of turn 1, but maybe we can have a look to the inside of Perez as well. You know what? Absolutely. Thank you very much, Checo. Bit of a wobble on the exit, but we're up another one. Yeah, no, I'm definitely tempted to do like a half-hour compilation of all my engine failures on this game. That I know for those of you that were in the stream yesterday, we had a guy literally come in, followed, and he was like, "Are you that guy that gets all the engine failures on YouTube?" And it worries me. That's what I'm known for. It's very accurate, but still worries me. Because we're going to try and get a run on Yuri Vitsa and Williams. Come on, mate. Let's both try and make some progress. He's turned in on me, but we'll have it. Another aggressive move. Right, come on then, Schwartzman. You know what? Let's make this happen. To the outside, AlphaTauri. And we are up yet another place then. Every single lap at the moment. I'm picking off at least one still. But there is a bit of a gap once we get past 4th there. Albon up in 5th in his Williams. Things you love to see. Go on, Alex. Scaducci, welcome on in, mate. Don't have a good one. No iRacing, not tonight. Although I will be releasing some content, obviously looking at the new cars over the next couple of days. So definitely over on YouTube. Right, here we go. Whoa, Bottas, okay. Clearly wants to try and make this one scary. Can we switch him? What was that? Bottas has absolutely thrown it away. Oh, Nerd 24, welcome on, mate. Here we go. Inside Zhou Guan Yu. Thank you. Another one. Up to 6th already as we start lap 10. It has been a fight through the field so far. Albon is next up though, and Mick Schumacher of course won't have any DRS ahead of him. So as you can just see Albon then not getting the run off at turn 1. How many times have we seen this move so far? This for the second straight has absolutely been my best friend so far today. And I mean, I just remembered we started last in this Grand Prix. The fact we are going to be 4th by the end of lap 10 potentially is kind of insane, but we're going to try and get a run on Mick Schumacher to the inside. Make sure I was not convinced he was going to give me any room there. He does on the exit though. Big mistake by Mick Schumacher. Kind of invites me past him. We're now up into P4 then of this race, so might get a bit of a chance to breathe. Top 3 with a bit of a breakaway. Mark providing relevant information? You love to see it. I wouldn't even say it's weird because yes, the AI are more timid, but I wouldn't even describe it like that. I'd just say they're less aggressive. Oh, okay. Ocon into the pits then very, very early. Okay, 2 of them into the pits. Charles Leclerc as well at the end of lap 14. So that's earlier than I'd anticipated the AI were going to box in this Grand Prix. Gasly now 1 second in front. But again, we don't quite know what strategy the AI are going to be doing. So that's quite a surprise. It's fine to me. And there we go, Gasly into the pit lane as well. Then got to be careful around the AI as they head into the pit lane. And we are into the lead then. 22nd to 1st in 15 laps here of the Austrian Grand Prix. That's got to be a record, surely. Yeah, Titan's definitely starting to give up. They're far from going yet. But it's weird at Austria. You don't really... I mean, you can, but they really don't feel fun around here when you push them towards the limit. Oh no, not Pierre again. Both Ferraris with mechanical issues so far this weekend. Neither of them retired yet, but Gasly again, another race where he's in the wars. Yeah, Hoodwinked was absolutely class. Right, anyway, into the pits we go then at the end of 23. Definitely going to come out between Gasly and Albon still in this Grand Prix unless something goes catastrophically wrong. Don't want to take any risk in terms of pit lane today. I've made too many mistakes so far this season. So I'm absolutely just going to keep it clean and calm there. As Leclerc's actually built up quite a lead from Ocon and Gasly then at this stage of the day. I think Ocon and Gasly have actually come together because we've definitely closed it a bit as well. Nice stop as well as we roll off the pit lane. We're going to be out. Yeah, we might actually get ahead of Ocon in this race. Oh, it's because Gasly's got issues, isn't it? Again, of course. And we are going to re-emerge pretty much alongside Esteban Ocon then in this Grand Prix. But look at the Audi traction as we head out of the pit lane there, straight to the outside of the Frenchman. Cold rubber, though. Might not be able to do anything with it. Might try and switch him back though as we roll on the power at the top of the hill. Huge stab of wheel spin as we try and cycle up through the gears, but to the outside of the Frenchman. And now, no, it's not going to be as easy as I'd originally thought. They're up on trying to keep the nose on the inside. That kind of AI move I'm a fan of, but as long as it doesn't swing into me, but we will sweep through. And we are into P2 then, here in Austria. 4 seconds back behind Charlie Boy. Let's try and maintain that gap, but pit strategy is really going to affect things. Oh, otherwise he would have won. I get you, son. New fast lap of the day. We are definitely cooking at the moment. Ah, that's fair enough then, Smurfo. Charles into the pits again then. So clearly Leclerc wants nothing to do with this battle. And absolutely shredding through his set of the soft compound tyres. So don't know now what he's going to do in this race. But yeah, we've just got to try and nurse our own rubber then. That's very, very wide at turn 1. But back into the lead we'll go on just lap 28. Right, okay, so Leclerc's come out ahead of Mick Schumacher then, but he's on yet another set of soft compound tyres in this Grand Prix. So Leclerc is definitely 3-stopping this then for some reason. So Mick Schumacher could be on for actually quite a sneaky little big result. If he just keeps it clean and tidy and we don't get safety cars, Mick Schumacher could be golden here. Genuinely can't wait for the RTG streams. I'm looking forward to them as well. I feel like, you know, we've kind of done a bit of a, like I said, it was a bit of a test run, you know, getting my, you know, sort of sea legs under me on Twitch so far, but F123, I know I've said before, I mean, I've been thinking sort of about channel, you know, not YouTube, just goals here, there and everywhere by the end of the year. I think 10k followers on Twitch is absolutely the target. I'm hoping the RTG will do us some good. K-From as well, thank you for the follow. Oh, Fittipaldi. Whoa, steady on, buddy. Bit of an issue there for Fittipaldi. Got very, very slippery on entry and on exit. Almost took us out. Luckily, we won't have to navigate Magnussen as he's in the pit lane. But yeah, we're up another couple of places. Well, no, we're not gaining places anymore, are we? Tell I've said that a lot so far this evening. Now we're lapping cars. Oh, what is going on up here? I got like 6 lap cars that are trying to get out of the way. Oscar Piastri, thank you. Drugovic trying to get out of the way. I'm literally having to try and weave my way through. As Piastri's now made up. No, he hasn't. Oh, Drugovic almost took me out. Trying to defend from Oscar Piastri there. That got a bit scary. Deruvler and Vasseur as well, side by side up in front. Thank you. Very, very confused. I mean, one of these AI is absolutely going to take me out at some point. There's no denying it. But Vasseur's going to let me by. Good, good. Thank you, Yuri Vips. Charles into the pits again, then. Yuri Vips going to dive bomb me. Thank you, Yuri. So Charles then in for his final pit stop of the day, but it really has now given... We've suddenly got like a 30-second lead in this race. It has just absolutely gone our way up to now. There's Gasly up at a P2. But he's a pit stop behind them. In fact, no one else has pit out of that group. They might still be going to the end of this race. But yeah, I shouldn't sensibly have an almost 50-second lead and still be setting fastest laps here. It's got Vettel to do an 8-stop strategy. I think the most I've ever seen in this game is like 6 or 7. Sorry, not in this game, just generally. Like when it's like dry to wet to dry to wet. Like that race out at Portimao, wasn't it? At the end of Season 5. Where it started wet, went dry, and then went wet again, and then dried up. And like the AI just had no idea what to do. I've never seen it. But it did that all in like the space of 10 laps, didn't it? It was bizarre. I think your AI might be a bit too low. Yeah, I don't know. It's not been helped by the strategy of the AI today. Like, we've been definitely quickest, but not by as much as the gap has led people to believe. I'm walking one in, though. I haven't really felt like this confident in pace since probably Miami. This makes a good YouTube video. Will there be... What? No! No! I was too busy reading chat. Oh, the dream of lapping everyone's gone. No. I'm so sorry. Oh no. 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 I mean, will it, yeah, I mean the AI will catch me up by the end of this. Oh no, what have I done? Right, we're going to box for new softs, so then we've got to try and pull out a 5-second gap. Deary me. Actually, yeah, because I'll serve the penalty. Will I serve the penalty now? I'll serve the penalty now, won't I? Will I? I don't know. I think I can serve the penalty now. Yeah, we'll serve the... We're fine, we're fine. Because I'll still obviously have the lead and no penalty. Genuinely inconceivable how you've done that. Because I'm bottle job 2-1-2. That's how I've done that. Mick Schumacher's been disqualified! Excuse me? What's going on? I definitely gave Zhou Guanyu a 4x. What is going on? I'm so confused. I think because I was so far ahead, I've broken the game. Only would you get that kind of bottle on a map 2-2 stream. Hey, Brandon, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub, mate. I appreciate it. So I span at turn 1, reading chat. Rejoined, Zhou Guanyu. I mean, he drove into the back of me. But yeah, then I got the penalty, and now everyone that wasn't a lap down is now going to be all over me again. Right, we have got 5 laps then left of the Austrian Grand Prix. I might have caused some chaos, but we're on fresher tyres than the rest of the field. We've got plenty of lap cars between us. Oh, don't spin. Don't spin. Don't spin. Let's just try and survive these final few laps. We went from a minute lead to 2 seconds, but we still should be able to walk away with all the points. Let's try and see how quick we can go fast lap as well. As rounding out the final corner, it's going to be green flag racing once again then here from Austria. Really, really careful on that throttle. We'll watch the AI drop away. Luckily, Fittipaldi is the first one, and he's a lap down to the car that's behind him. So as we get back to turn 1, we've already got a nice little handful of a lead. Whoa, force feedback just went off for a brief moment, but yeah, you can see the gap immediately. Just jumping back up there as all the AI have got to try and navigate each other. Luckily, I've got clear track ahead. It's like racing 10% AI. There we go, 103. The AI have not been very good here. Like I said, I haven't changed it or anything. Like in the last 3 Grand Prix, Charles Leclerc has picked up less points than I think I have in any of the last 3 Grand Prix. We've had a nice little run of form, to be honest. That win in Canada boosted up my confidence. Unfortunately not to get the win at Silverstone, but just could not find a way around Checo Perez later on in the day. And I mean, yeah, here at Austria, we have done incredibly well. That one's definitely not legit. I can tell that one very easily. But anyway, final lap then of the Austrian Grand Prix here from the Styrian Mountains. It's not quite going to be the 1 minute advantage we had. But you know what? 11 seconds as Ocon now trying to get a run around one of the Williams cars. They're Yuri Vips, I think. Still 1 lap down. And again, as long as I don't do anything stupid, we should walk away with the dub here. And for the first time all season, it honestly felt like early on this campaign was getting away from me once again. A bit like it did last season, but engine failures could still dog us in the final few races. You just don't know. But rounding our way, that was scary. Rounding our way through the final couple of corners then here of the Austrian Grand Prix. Last to first. No Formula 1 driver has ever done it in real life. It should have been an even more dominant display than it ended up being. But we have absolutely had the pace this weekend. Horrendous AI strategy has saved it for me. Through the final corner, we win the Austrian Grand Prix.
Did I win? Or did I win? Woo-hoo! Come on! Absolutely awesome. Just amazing, mate. Well done.
You can't fault the performance on the track today. A well-deserved victory. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
I think the key here was just the quality of the racecraft, you know? I mean, how many overtakes did they make overall? I'm sure we have a stat person keeping score somewhere, and it was fantastic to watch, wasn't it? This is a strategic sport at the end of the day, but it's always really gratifying to see close-fought battles on track. It's what all the fans are after.
Here comes your top 3 making their way down to the podium for what can only be described as a fantastic day for Formula 1. Mr. Monaco takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Let's have a quick look at how the drivers' standings have changed. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
I have to give it to Mr. Monaco. Look at where they finished compared to where they started. It's not easy to cut through the field like that in Formula 1, so it was a great effort.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. The current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top. Meanwhile, AlphaTauri's strong weekend allows them to continue their march up the table. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula 1 action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Well, there we are then, the end of the Austrian Grand Prix, and it is somehow from the back of the field on the two-stop strategy we come through for the dub there. 11 seconds clear of Esteban Ocon despite that late safety car restart. Only goes and showcases the pace we had this weekend. It's a French podium alongside myself. They're Gasly in P3. Perez, another consistent result there from the Mexican, ahead of Bottas, Norris, and Charles Leclerc, another nightmare, down in P7. Beats out Schwartzman, Teo Porcher, and Alex Albon picks up another point for Williams' troubles as well. Zhou Guanyu, Drugovich, Stroll, and Mick Schumacher all not able to make it to the flag. What did Mick Schumacher get done for then? You can see we had a few incidents, things like that. Mick Schumacher ignored yellow flags. That's why Mick Schumacher was disqualified then, so clearly must have jumped the safety car when he wasn't meant to. But it does mean championship-wise, as you just heard there from Crofty, for the first time this season, we lead the way. 13 points the gap now ahead of Charles Leclerc as we head, I think, is this now the summer break? I can't quite remember, to be completely honest. But thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and we will be back very, very soon when Formula 1 returns ready for, I think we're next at Belgium. There might be one race between now and Belgium, but I'm looking forward to it. None of these videos would be possible without the help of our channel members, so a massive thank you to all of the names you see on your screens currently for helping support the channel. You can join them by clicking the join button down below, and yeah, thank you once again to everyone that continues all the insane support on my work.